Motherfucking flies and bees and shit around this shit. This shit irritating the fuck out of me. That's one thing about Texas, these fucking flies and shit. I don't like that shit, man, because there's so much dog shit in these garbage cans. They swarming around and shit. You know, people picking up after they dogs, and they throw the shit in the garbage can, and the flies swarming and flying all over the fucking place, man. This shit is irritating. Make me feel dirty. Nigga just hopped out the shower. The fuck? Anyway, nah, we gonna have to find a better place. This motherfucker, I'm right by the garbage can. Fuck. Shit make me want to crash the fuck out. Anyway, yeah, shit, yeah, good view. But I want to talk to y'all. You know, I realize. Hold on, I'm gonna find a better view for y'all. Hold on. Feel like I ain't like the view. Nah, I'm gonna keep the angle like this. Fuck it. We gonna get straight to it. You know what? I figured out about a lot of these niggas. Not even niggas, just people in general. A lot of people walk around with this chip on their shoulder as if somebody owed them something. You know, they really bitter. Hold on. You know, I've come to the conclusion that life is really easy, you know. I don't care what nobody say. I've made this up. You would never get this from nobody. Nobody is talking like this. It's only me. And I truly believe it, and I'm going to stand on that. When I say life is not hard, it was never meant to be hard. How can life be hard when everything we need God gave to us? Everything we need already come from the earth. You need medicine, get the herbs. No such thing as medicine, nigga. That's witchcraft. Popping pills, nigga. It's a herb that the land grew. Everything. It's a herb for every health problem that you got. Every health, from a toothache to a cold. It's a herb out there for everything, and you out there taking pills and shit. But not to get off subject, like a lot of people. I want to talk about Pete. Go play. I'm at the dog park with my dog. Go play. She get to running up on other dogs and shit. Go. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I like to talk about peak because I figure a lot of people are bitter in their life because they keep holding on to the person that they used to be back in the days. See, a lot of people, they used to be that guy back in college, you know, the college days, back in high school days. They was that guy, and they can't accept the fact, you know, like back in college days, they was that girl. In high school, you know, everybody wanted her in her face. She was that girl. A lot of people is not doing well in life, accepting the fact that nobody gives a fuck about them. See, this channel, I'm talking about the real. This is why I'm telling y'all, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. Share this video, because it's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings. See, I can't do this shit on TikTok because TikTok, they be banning me. Like, you can't even put a fucking cigarette up in the video without them trying to flag it. Shit, like, get your lame ass out of here. Anyway, a lot of people is not doing good with the fact of accepting the fact that nobody gives a fuck about them. And what I mean that, break it down. What do you mean nobody gives a fuck about me, JG? What do you mean? What I mean is that they getting a taste of the real world. See, back in high school, in college, middle school, we think we getting a taste of the world. We ain't getting a taste of the real world. All you doing is going to school. You catching a bus. You ain't getting a taste of the real world. You getting a taste of your classmates and your peers. So when people get out of middle school, they graduate high school, graduate college, they get out in this real world, you know, I don't know, they probably used to getting attention, you know, probably was popular back in their time, in their class, in their school. Hell, to get out here and realize that this is the real world and nobody gives a fuck about none of that shit. Nobody gives a fuck about how good you used to shoot the basketball. Nobody gives a fuck that you was on a varsity basketball team. In the real world, nobody gives a fuck that you was one of the best rappers in the high school. Nobody gives a fuck that you was the best on a drill team. Nobody cares about that shit. And that's breaking a lot of people's hearts, you know? And I think it's funny because these the same people that was walking around with lame, y'all lame. And you look at them after high school, after college, they so humble. They so lost. They so nothing. So fucking nobody. Just fucking so nobody-ish. Like they just a fucking nobodies. And like, wow, you was the best. You was the best ball player out here. Or you was the smartest in the class. You had the highest grades. What happened? All to look at them, they bums. A lot of people, they was delusional. They thought that they was going to become millionaires, did this, did that. They thought they was going to be models to find out you're a single mother. You're a divorced father, a divorced single father. All to realize that you need a damn job. See, a lot of people didn't think that they was going to need jobs. A lot of people is not doing well with the fact that they already peaked. You know, and it's it's a difference. I noticed in school, it's a difference between that people, some people get their peaks early and some people get their peaks later on in life. Like peak, P-E-A-K. A lot of people peaked in college. So when they get out of college, there's no more peak. The peak season is over for their ass. Now they got to go get a job at Amazon. They realize they are a nobody and nobody gives a fuck about them. They realize that, oh shit, what the fuck? I never thought I'd be working at Walmart. I never thought I'd be working at Quick Trip. Never thought I'd be working at Shell's gas station. Go play. Go. You know, I thought that I was going to be a baddie, you know, taking dudes out of their money, you know, all to realize. Sorry, y'all, my dog tried to run off on the other dog. Anyway, all to realize, you know, like, damn, I used to be the baddest cheerleader. Everybody used to want to talk to me. Everybody used to want my number. I used to be a cheerleader. To realize in the real world that there's other better cheerleaders that look better than you. You know, a lot of people thought that they were so cool in college. You know, thought they were so cool in high school to get out here in the real world and realize that there's other people that's way cooler than them. See, people think you thought that you was popular because all the teachers loved you. You know, all the students, you got along with all the students. You did well in your school. You was a pretty popular guy. To realize that in the real world, you're not popular no more. You're not popping no more. You know, and that's when people realize, like, damn, that was my peak. Like, some people never peaked. Some people never get they peak. Niggas peak, niggas like how she keeps saying, used to be that nigga, boy, what happened to you? Trachi Sosa, something bad gonna happen to you. You used to be that nigga, boy. What happened to you? A lot of y'all niggas used to be that nigga, man. You used to be that nigga. All to realize after high school, after college, you're a fucking lame. This is about money now. See, that shit was all about popularity, about, you know what I'm saying, who got the highest grades, the best grades, who's the smartest, who's the dumbest, you know what I'm saying? Who's going to college, who's going off to, who's joining the team, who's going to make it in basketball, who's going to get drafted, who's going to the, you know, or ROTC. We thought we all had it figured. I'm going to the military to realize that the military don't want you because you out of shape and you can't even keep up. You can't even pass the fucking test, the standard test that requires you to even sign up. You can't even beat it. You can't even complete the quota to even get accepted in the military. The military don't even want you. You know what I'm saying? To realize that it's better looking models out here. To realize that you not as pretty as you thought you was. It's way other baddies out here. I thought that I was a baddie. It's way badder baddies out here than me, and that's breaking a lot of people apart. So you look at people, and you look at them now in their 30s, 20s, they disappointed. You know, a lot of crushed dreams, and that's where you get a lot of people, you know, not wanting to work, you know, being, you know, just fucked up. Some people never peaked. That's what I realized. Like, something like, damn, that was your peak. High school, that's it. That was your peak. College, that's it. Hell, that was your peak. The military, going off to the Navy, that's it. That's it. And a lot of people hold on. They want to hold on to that shit, to who they used to be. All to get out here in this real world. See, the real world, it's a humbling experience, you know. You get out here in this real world, the real world will show you mean nothing. You mean nothing. You are nobody. It's always somebody out here that's better than you, look better than you, got more motion than you, tougher than you, crazier than you, stranger than you, weirder than you, weirder than you. It's always somebody that got the up on you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people realize that, you know, a lot of people stay trapped in their own cities, their own states, own towns, you know, until they get out here in the real world and realize, oh shit, it's competition. You know? People be thinking they top shit until they get out here in the world. The world will show you, you are not who the fuck you think you are. You thought you was. Thought he was. You thought you was the hottest rapper in your city, to realize this motherfucker that's already got record deals. You ain't even got a deal yet. Like, damn, I ain't no shit. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers don't even got a deal. This motherfucker that just know how to make, you out here thinking you doing, oh, I got a good job, they hating on me, I'm working hard. Man, this motherfuckers out here, they ain't even working a job, doing 10 times better. You ain't even working. And you thought you was doing something with that little job, that you think your little job pay? Man, this motherfucker that making 10 times more than that, sitting down, and they making more than you and they sleep. That's the real world, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make a part 2 about that. The real world is not a fucking joke, man. The real world will humble you. Get out here, man. I advise everybody to get out your city, get out your comfort zone, because a lot of people living in a comfort zone, they delusional, and it's making them, you know, they high off their own ebonics. You know what I'm saying? You think you top shit till you get out here and you see somebody else that's out here that's really top shit, that's really living where you trying to be. That life that you praying for, that car that you dreaming about, is somebody that's finna pull up and parallel park it right in front of you right now, and they tired of it and wishing they had a new car. And that's the same car that you was praying for. The real world will show you that, you know, like, man, I just want a high rise. It's somebody that's in a high rise, stressed out, wishing they was in a penthouse or in a mansion. Know what I'm saying? That life that you dreaming about, somebody already got it and they tired of it because they want better. So let that sink in. This real world will humble your ass, boy. Life is lifing. It's your boy Jada, aka JG, man. I got something for y'all, man. Know what I'm saying? Stay tuned, man. I'll holler at y'all. Subscribe, like. God damn it, subscribe, like. Stop being stingy. Damn. They some haters, man.